Ah, yes. It is time we do some Sonic 3 talk. Yes, some Sonic 3 talking. And playing as Shadow, we're going to be using the Shadow the Hedgehog skin, since, well, from the Sonic 3 teaser, Shadow is coming in Sonic 3. Welcome, everyone. But yeah, we're going to be doing some Sonic 3 discussion. It is time we do some Sonic 3 discussion. And of course, for all of y'all that have seen the movie, y'all would have nothing to worry about of getting spoiled or anything. But anyways, once again, I would warn y'all, which pretty sure I've already did. Put a warning thing, because again, gonna be talking spoiler talk here. And y'all should have expected it. Because again, there is a good amount of people that may have, of course, have already watched the movie, so that's what I was saying. That's why I was saying that most of y'all wouldn't have nothing to worry with, because most of y'all must have already seen it. But yeah, Shadow and Sonic 3 as Project Shadow, as they called it, Project Shadow. And a lot of people I've seen have been daring, saying maybe they're going to go through the origin of Shadow in this movie. Now that would be really cool, having Shadow, some parts of the origin of Shadow in this movie. I mean, hey, we had Knuckles at the beginning being a bad guy, and then him teaming up with Sonic at the end of the movie and becoming friends with Sonic, so and again, the whole if Dr. Robotnik has survived situation, or the whole talk too, if Dr. Robotnik survived from falling. So a lot of people are wondering if he did survive, which again, there was no signs of Dr. Robotnik. After his defeat, they couldn't find him. And again, if Jim Carrey is still sticking to his plans of retiring after this movie, then they would probably have to say that they just killed Robotnik off. Which again, there's no replacing Jim Carrey. There's no replacing Jim Carrey as Robotnik. They know for sure that there is no replacing. That there is no replacing Jim Carrey. No. None. No. And a lot of people have been also saying that they hope that he can at least do the Sonic 3 movie. Again, we don't know, because if Jim Carrey is sticking to his plans of retiring with the Sonic movie too, who knows exactly what will happen. And I wonder if we're gonna see also the Supersonic sign much more in Sonic 3. Not just in that scene at the end when Dr. Robotnik was defeated. Which again, like I mentioned plenty of times, I knew Supersonic was going to be in the movie before the movie came out because of a McDonald's commercial. Because when they were promoting the Sonic 2 movie, again, this was before it even came out, the movie released, they had, one of the toys was Supersonic that we see in the movie, or that we saw at the end of the movie, so that was the only thing that got spoiled, which I kind of expected it anyway. I kind of expected Supersonic to be in it anyway. Especially with that Master Emerald and stuff, and how Sonic turns into that yellow super form with Master Emerald. So I kind of already expected that Sonic would have been in it. I wasn't surprised really. Now I was surprised with Shadow. When Shadow showed, I was surprised. I can tell you that. I was so surprised that Shadow, in that teaser, seeing Shadow. And Shadow was a character that I predicted that we would possibly see, and I was right. I was actually right. Shadow is going to be part of Sonic 3. And again, Sonic 3 was confirmed back in February. Remember? Back in February with the Knuckles spinoff. So, Sonic 3 was confirmed in development by Paramount and Sega. So again, back in February, it was confirmed. And there's two other characters that I wonder, at least one of them, I wonder if we will see in Sonic 3. And that character is Amy. Right? And a lot of people are hoping that Metal Sonic makes an appearance. That is another character too. Metal Sonic. And I saw an interview with that Tim Curry did. They did an interview with Tim Curry, and he was saying that how he would like to see the Fat Eggman in Sonic 3. Again, it just depends if Tim Curry is going to be sticking to his plans of retiring, or, again, a lot of people are really hoping that he would at least come back for this movie, or be in this movie. And again, that's something we're not too sure of. And again, me saying of how when I think the movie would come out, when I think the movie will be released, because if you look at it, there's a pattern. A pattern, pretty much, it looks like they're following, sort of. The first movie came out in 2020. 2 years later, in 2022, this year, the second movie came out. So, and since the Sonic 3 movie has already been confirmed back in February, along with the Knuckles spinoff, so I can expect that Knuckles spinoff show will be coming out in 2023, next year, and the Sonic movie 3 will be releasing in 2024. That is what I'm thinking, because if you think about it, again, 2020, 2 years later, 2022, 2 years later, 2024. If that's what they're sticking to, again, if that's what they're sticking to, a 2-year gap between each movie, then yeah, if that's what they're sticking to, then Sonic 3 in 2024. Again, if that's what they're going with, if that's the whole thing that they're going with of these movies, of it releasing 2 years apart from each other, and of course with already knowing ahead of time before the second movie from released that the Sonic 3 was confirmed anyway. But yeah, it definitely makes me very curious to see what they're going to be going with on Sonic 3. Right? Like, what they're going to be going on with Sonic 3. And how they're going to do Sato. Right? Especially how they're going to do Sato. I'm wondering. And I see a lot of people wondering too of how they're going to do Sato. And it wasn't an end credit scene, it was a post credit scene, by the way. That had the one that had Sato. That scene that had Sato at the end. It was a post credit, not end credit like normally. Oh great, baby zombie. And lightning. Like, that's all I need. Right, that's all I need. Oh. I forgot the smokers are less expensive than blast furnaces, right? I forgot that they're less expensive. Oh, hello, creeper. Don't mind me, I'm just going by. Really? It's like the creeper teleported, because there's one right there. Hmm. Why is there so many creepers? Everywhere I go, there's a creeper. That's what it feels like. It feels like everywhere I go, there's a creeper. I need one more to make a bow. Another creeper right there. I did not mean to place that. 1, 2, 3. Four smokers. Get this copper. some reason I thought I heard a creeper. For some reason, I thought I heard a creeper. I see a creeper. Oh, that creeper's stuck in the leaves. That scared me. Oh, Savannah. And there's a creeper behind me. There's a village. Come on, if we can make it to the village. Oh, they're fighting each other. Oh, they're fighting each other. Yeah, if we can make it to this village, that'll be great. Ooh, don't mind if I do. I'll take this orange bed. Ooh, a free bucket. Again, don't mind if I do again. Another iron golem. Really? He has to go over there? I could have just stayed right here because he was going to go back over here. Oh well. That actually scared me. I didn't think he was going to get me right there. Well played, Iron Golem. Okay, where is he at? Okay, Iron Golem. I see how you want to do things. No worries. No, you can't get me right there. Can't outsmart me this time, Iron Golem. You know he couldn't outsmart me that time. First time he did, but that time he couldn't. Melons. Ugh. Bread. Oh, no bread here. Zombie with full iron armor. Dang, that took a long time to kill him. And mainly because I got a stone sword. Cave. Dripstone. Very tight area here. Uh-huh. Get out of here, skeleton. This looks very promising right here. Diamonds. It's just one, but still. Another diamond. Again, it's just one, but still. That's another one. Alright, that's 3. Got enough for a diamond pickaxe. That's another 3. Oh. Mob spawner. Oh, I'm gonna get killed here. Diamond sword. Diamond shovel. Really did all that for not great loot. Wow. Just wow. All I could say, really. Really, another skeleton one? Not so much bad stuff. Still not the greatest. And like I said before with Quarantine Crab, Nickelodeon has really drew the line. Nickelodeon has really drawn the line this time. Like, why would they even stoop to that level to actually think it's a smart idea to release or do the episode now? Or at all, really. Right? And again, it's coming out. It's actually coming on TV on the 29th. It's coming out on the 29th. So I guess if y'all are really, really dying to see that episode, which, again, I don't know why anybody would want to see an episode like that, then mark y'all's calendar for the 29th, because that's when it would be airing. It will be airing on the 29th of this month. The end of this month. There's 30 days. Isn't there 30 days of April? So it'd be one day before the last day of April of this year of when it would be airing. Now the Hiccup Plague, that episode is fine. That episode is fine. Because it's hiccups, right? It's hiccups. And it's funny to seeing everybody thinking that they're getting affected, right? It's a funny episode. The Hiccup Plague is a funny, good episode. I like that episode. Just seeing everybody just freaking out over a hiccup. And everybody just spreading it after another, and everybody panicking. That one's funny. That's how you do an episode where everybody's panicking. I mean, it's kind of like with the snail disease. Right? It's like with the snail disease. Or mad snail disease. How that one was funny. They did that one funny. That's how you do an episode like that. And you're probably thinking about Fungus Among Us. Now, that one was not a good episode either. And really just because of this, just because how disgusting the ick was, right? How disgusting the ick looked. And again, there's only one positive I can get towards the Quarantine Crab episode. Is the health inspector from Nasty Patty returns. Yes, that's the only positive. The only nice thing I can say about Quarantine Crab is the Nasty Patty health inspector returns. I know he has a name. Inspector Yellowtail, I'm pretty sure his name is. I know it's something Yellowtail. Because he says it in the Krabby Chronicle episode. He says his name. But yeah, he appears, he comes back, but it's sad that he had to come back in an episode as horrible as Quarantine Crab. I hate that they had to bring him back in that episode. Out of any episode, they had to bring him out in an episode that is the worst episode in the whole show. And you know what's also, I always wonder too. Why was Sandy not involved, right? I mean, you have pretty much the main cast. That episode has the main cast. SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Mrs. Puff, Pearl even. Yeah, Pearl. You have pretty much almost the main cast. Well, yeah, Plankton's in it. He does get infected at the end by the, well, different diseases that they end up getting by getting sick. And that's where that disturbing ending is as well. Which, yeah, I can see it haunting kids. I can see it being terrifying for kids, that ending. How disturbing it is. But yeah, everybody getting different diseases when it turns out that they didn't have the clown flu at all, and the health inspector held his device upside down. Like, for real. Yeah, he held his device upside down, and they did all that for nothing. All of that for nothing. The whole being locked in the Krusty Krab for nothing. With the whole clown flu thing. And I guess another thing I can find funny, too, is Mr. Krabs' story. Or how Mr. Krabs is reacting. How Mr. Krabs is reacting. I guess that's another positive I could get, too. Is, well, and the main cast. Having almost the main cast, except Sandy. The only one being Sandy, not in the episode. But again, the main cast, the health inspector from Nasty Patty returning, and how Mr. Krabs is reacting to all this, especially calling everybody a sicko. Like, when he's telling everybody to stay away from him, he's calling them a sicko. Because when everybody is thinking that, or everybody in the freezer, which I'm going to have to bring up, that Mr. Krabs' Navy story that he brings up, him saying that whenever somebody from his crew in the Navy got sick on board the ship, they would just toss him in the freezer. And Mrs. Puff even questions he did let him out when they were better, and he said I suppose somebody let him out eventually, meaning that Mr. Krabs may have killed somebody. Yeah, Mr. Krabs may have killed one of his Navy mates. Because Mr. Krabs doesn't even know if somebody even let the sick person out, so he could have killed somebody. But yeah, that's the only nice things I can say. The only nice things I would say to an episode like that. Having almost most of the main cast, if only Sandy was part of it. Having the health inspector from Nasty Patty making a comeback, and Mr. Krabs' reaction. Or how Mr. Krabs is acting throughout all of it. Especially when everybody is trying to get him in the freezer. Because, lock Mr. Krabs in the freezer. Because, again, everybody thinking that Mr. Krabs is the one affected with clown flu, since everybody else isn't sick. But like I said, only good things I could say. The only good things. 3 only good things that I can say about it. Everything else is a wreck. Everything else about that episode is a wreck. This is just... I am impressed with this cave. I am impressed with this cave that we are finding. Like, look at this. Don't you see how huge this is? This cave is ginormous. Like, everywhere. Every single direction is just ginormous. I am so impressed with this. Of this cave. I am so impressed. And I know there is an episode upcoming. Doesn't have a release schedule yet of a season 13 episode, but it has Bubble Bath or Karen telling another fairy tale story of Bubble Bath trying to get an action figure from three neighbors of of what it says in the description of new episode coming in season 13. I'm glad we're getting more of Bubble Bass, right? We've been getting a lot of Bubble Bass often. That's actually really good that we're getting a lot more character development for Bubble Bass, I feel. Right, because we have episodes like Swamp Mates, Moving Bubble Bass. I mean, yeah, Patrick's in Swamp Mates, but right, it has Bubble Bass in it throughout the whole thing. So I really like that they're actually going through these directions. A character I want to see again is Squilliam. When is the last time we saw Squilliam? Right? When was the last time we saw Squilliam Fancy Son? We have not seen him in any of the newer episodes or any of the other seasons. The last time we saw him fully, I think, was the episode Back to the Past. I think that was the last episode we fully saw Squilliam, at least in character, not as a well, yeah, he was a cameo too, but you know, we saw him in character, even if he was just for that one part. But as for references, I think the last cameo was Code Yellow from season 10. But again, it was a long time since we saw Squilliam. And Squidward's rival, right? We haven't seen any rivaling between Squilliam and Squidward in so long. Trying to think of some other characters that we haven't seen in such a long time, besides Squilliam. Again, trying to think exactly. There's so many characters. There's so many characters in SpongeBob that it's hard to remember exactly what characters that haven't shown in such a long time. Now, Merman Barnacle Boy I can understand because with the actors no longer alive, I can understand why Merman Barnacle Boy I haven't shown. Right, you can get away with that. You could get away with that. I do not know what I'm gonna eat. I do not know what I'm gonna have for lunch, because and I skipped breakfast I don't normally eat breakfast because I don't normally have anything to eat for breakfast. Or that I would eat for breakfast. So I normally just skip breakfast. And just normally go straight to snack or for lunch. I don't know what I'm gonna have. Really? Made that Enderman upset. Surprised I haven't found any chest in this mine shaft. Hello, zombie villager. Okay, here's a chest. I would like to see Chip come back, right? Chip, Plankton's son, Karen and Plankton's son. I would like to see Chip make a return. Ever since that episode when he first appeared. I'd like to see how he's doing since the last time we saw him. Or maybe him visiting Plankton and Karen again. Since last time we saw him, he went off to college. And seeing him have a job as an ATM machine. I got 9 diamonds. I just realized that I have 9 diamonds. And another character I don't know why we never seen again is Squilvia, right? What happened to Squilvia? Whatever happened to Squilvia? Remember on that Love That Squid season 7 episode? What even happened to her? We saw her for that one episode only, and we never saw her again, or she was never mentioned again. We never heard anything else from Squilvia since then. If she's still dating Squidward, right? Ever since Squidward and Squilvia went on a date, we then never see him again, or see her again, or not even mentioned. She's probably one of the most forgotten characters, right? Because not only it's been that long since we saw her, but I barely see anybody talk about Squilvia too. That's probably how forgetful her character is. But yeah, I definitely want to know what even happened to her. Some of these characters that we never seen in a long time, I feel like the people behind the show probably forgotten about some of these characters. That's what I feel. Some of these characters that appeared on the show, the crew, SpongeBob crew, probably even forgotten about them, or even forget that they even exist. Okay, got some torches here, but that's surely not enough torches. Okay, here's some coal here. I think now we'll turn into survival or creative. Drink some night vision. I want to try to go back to that area before. Might actually be a... Yeah, this is a different mine shaft. Oh, go with your outpost. What? I need to get something to eat. So, I guess this will conclude this. Hopefully I enjoyed. If you like, subscribe to the channel. It's probably good. Then don't see anything on my channel. I'm not going to cause a split string. Think I'll next video. Bye.